Thank you everyone for being here, and thank you for the TWiG team for this opportunity. Since 2008, the Department of Transport and Main Roads has been focused on heavy vehicle safety, particularly fatigue management and the legislation of it, only due to the very nature that heavy vehicle crashes are severe. Now, I just want you to think back, when you first got your license to today, has anyone experienced driving tired, maybe along the highway, after a beach holiday or something, and then getting home and realizing that was probably really dangerous? Now imagine if it was a heavy vehicle driver, driving fatigue, traveling at 100 kilometers per hour down that highway and with 2 shipping containers full of goods. Would you want to be next to that heavy vehicle? Probably not. Only because you know that the risk of crashing has just increased exponentially. We did some stats on this and we found that 180 single heavy vehicle truck drivers were involved in crashes. Now that's potentially probably more than 180 families dealing with a death in their family or even a serious debilitating injury for the rest of their lives. TMR is committed to enhancing heavy vehicle safety by progressing investment programs such as building heavy vehicle rest areas as well as upgrading existing ones. But as you know, with any government organisation, we are competing with resources because it takes time, money, lots of planning and designing as well as construction. TWiG has probably come at a really good time for us because late last year we just completed a heavy vehicle rest area audit across the state and we identified just under 3,000 rest areas in Queensland. We have a very rich source of data listing everything you could possibly find at a rest area, but it's just not very pretty. We can't just send it out there and say to industry, use this, because the Excel sheet is like this long and this long. So we need something that we can use to bring out that, to give it to the industry. And this is where we need your help. Industry and us want to release this data because we want drivers to take ownership of their journey, not just go along with what was pre-planned for their journey, but because they understand how their bodies are and know when they're feeling fatigued, they could reroute their journeys to a rest area that's probably an hour closer than what has been planned that could potentially be 3 hours down the road. So we are very excited to have this opportunity to potentially deliver a lower cost solution that could enhance fatigue management practices, embed road safety culture, improve road safety outcomes, not just for heavy vehicle drivers, but for all road users out there, and potentially save some lives. So we're really passionate about road safety and we hope to work with an equally passionate SME in delivering this road safety solution. Thank you. Any questions?
So there'll be a roving mic that will go around the audience if you want to put your hand up, ask questions, and anyone that's on the live stream, if you can stream to that hashtag, AQTWiG. Up there.
Hello, my name is Ash. I come from a company called as Knowledge Partner. We do a lot of mobile app development. Now, when you say that you need to create an app for the heavy vehicle drivers, now what kind of data input do you have? As you said, you have it in Excel. Now, and you need to package it in an app. Is my understanding correct, or is there something else which you need to do?
Ash, look, thanks very much for proposing the question. Look, the information is contained in a very complex Excel spreadsheet, which, as Kath mentioned, we did record over 2,900 rest areas on the state-controlled road network. The state-controlled road network is about 32,000 kilometres in length. Now, in terms of the data that we've captured, it captures up to 5 photographs of each of these rest areas or stopping places. It includes details about the type of facilities at these rest areas, such as barbecues, tables, showers, toilets, that sort of thing. Also includes the dimensions of the rest areas, the number of heavy vehicle and light vehicle stopping bays as well, and also information on the general conditions as well as Each rest area has been GIS plotted as well, so also records information about whether the rest area has Wi-Fi. People are probably surprised to hear that we do have a number of rest areas that do contain Wi-Fi. Sometimes it's a bit hard to get people out of these rest areas with the free Wi-Fi, but they really do, are fantastic opportunities for heavy vehicle drivers in particular to meet their fatigue management obligations and to take the required rest area breaks, as well as light vehicle drivers as well. Now, we're thinking that this information in terms of utility for companies and drivers as such would be great in an app. That's just our thoughts. Could be, some other form of technological solution. But I think given the use of smartphones in this day and age, an app is probably a really good opportunity to go. I might add too that we have we look after a heavy vehicle safety working group, which is an industry-led working group chaired by the Queensland Trucking Association, who are fully supportive of this and see fantastic value and opportunity in terms of their trip planning activities and that type of thing, if their drivers can have access to this information.
Hi, yes, Darren from ProRide. How important is the actual writing that you mentioned? You were saying about 4 hours to 1 hour difference. GPS.
Sorry, Darren, can you just repeat that question?
Sorry, how important is the route planning aspect of the solution that you were looking for compared to just showing basically something on a map?
Yeah, look, I think for, in particular, not just the larger companies, but for them to plan their vehicle movements. I mean, they have a lot of money invested in these vehicles, $500,000 up in many occasions, and it just sort of helps companies and owner-drivers plan their routes as well so that they know what facilities could perhaps be along the route, but primarily it's about what facilities are on the rest areas and the distances between them so they can take their rest area breaks appropriately.
Hi, Joe Houlihan from Jesse Journey Management Solutions. So very interested in your pitch. It's reversed for a change, which is good. How are you working with the regulators? Because again, being involved with this industry quite deeply, but also having a brother who's an interstate truckie, the regulators actually are quite harsh on the drive times. Sometimes the convenience of where the rest stop is has nothing to do with what the logbook says. And there's a lot of angst around that at the moment. Are the regulators going to come on and support what you're looking at?
Yeah, look, certainly we work closely with the National Heavy Vehicle Regulator in this space, and of course work closely with our industry colleagues that are on this working group, and also with the Queensland Police Service as well, so full support across all of those 3 sectors.
Okay, any other questions? Any tweeted questions? Okay. Thanks, Peter.
No worries.
Thanks,
Thank
Catherine.
you very much.